The series has two sides, hardware and software. The hardware side is your STM32 and the stlink. The software side is what we are setting up today. You need three things on your computer: VS Code, Platform IO, and Python. Together, these let you write C code, flash it onto the STM32, and receive data in Python, all from your Mac or Windows PC. Let me show you exactly what to install, where to get it, and the one non-obvious step that most tutorials skip. Everything is free, links are in the description. VS Code is your code editor. It's made by Microsoft, completely free, and runs on Mac and Windows identically. Go to code.visualstudio.com. I'll put the link in the description. Download for your operating system. You'll see a button here. Run the installer, standard installation, nothing unusual. Just click through it, and then for Mac, drag the VS Code into your applications folder. You're done. For Windows, run the installer, keep all default options checked. You're done. Open VS Code and you should see this. Click the extensions icon on the left side. It looks like the four squares, this one, and search for platform IO. You see this orange ant logo, and probably shows you millions of downloads. I've already installed it. You might also see install button, so you want to click install, and platform IO will download its toolchain in the background. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes depending upon your internet speed. While it is doing that, don't close VS Code until it completes the install. When it's done, VS Code will ask you to reload, so you can then close off this and reload again, and then you'll see this ant icon on the left hand side. Click the ant icon, and then what you want to do is click on a new project. So here we say create a new project. Now new project, here is another button, new project. You click on that, and now here we are going to give names in this field. For the name, you could type hardware conversations, hardware underscore conversations, or any other name you prefer. For board type, the board that we are using is the STM32F0, and the closest we have is this eval, so you want to select this from the list. Then for framework, you can choose STM cube, then you can click finish. Platform IO downloads the STM32 toolchain. It takes a few minutes, and after this, it's instantly available for use. So I've already done this, so I won't click the finish button right now. Here is the step that most tutorials skip, and without it, nothing works. In your projects folder, here I have a previous project. Open a file called platformio.ini, and I have this open right here. You'll see some default content, maybe different than what I have here. What you can do is delete everything and replace it with the text that I've put in the description, which should look uh, exactly or probably close to this that I have on the screen right now. Let me explain what these lines do in plain English. Board underscore build dot MCU. This tells platform IO the exact chip you have. In this case, STM32F051C8T, and then 6 is what I have. Maximum size, then maximum RAM size. This tells your compiler that the chip has 64 kilobytes flash and 8 kilobytes of RAM. Upload protocol tells platform IO to use stlink for flashing. src filter tells platform IO where your code file is. Without this line, your code never gets compiled. Save this with Command S on Mac or Control S on Windows, and don't change it again. So that this is the key part. Before we move on to Python, let's confirm your Mac or Windows PC can see STLink. Connect your STLink via the USB-C to your computer. Connect the STM32 via mini USB as we did before. Then connect the four SWD jumper wires as shown in our previous episode. And now in case of Mac, if you go in system information, in the left bar, if you click on USB, you should see this STM32 ST-Link in the list. If this entry is there, this means that your Mac sees the ST-Link correctly or ready to flash. Here the STM32 ST-Link, and here you see the manufacturer ST Microelectronics. If it doesn't appear, unplug the USB cable, wait for 10 seconds, plug it back in. If it still doesn't appear, try a different USB-C port on your Mac. For Windows users, one extra step before this works, you need the ST-Link USB driver from the ST website. I'll put the link in the description. If you want to download the STW link 009 and install it. After installation, plug in your ST-Link and it should appear in the device manager under the universal serial bus devices as STM Microelectronics ST-Link, as it does here. Now the second half of the series, Python. The whole point of hardware connect conversations is making hardware talk to Python. C code runs on STM32 and sends data. Python runs on your Mac or Windows and receives it, processes it, and plots it. Two languages, two jobs working together. So first, check if Python is already installed. Open Terminal on Mac, search Terminal in Spotlight on Windows, open Command Prompt and type this: Python 3 version. If you see version number such as this one, Python 3.11 or 3.12, you already have Python, so you can skip this installation step. If you see command not found, then what you want to do is go to python.org. I'll put the link in the description and download the latest Python 3 version for your operating system. Run the installer. And for Windows, during this installation, there is one critical tick box. Make sure you check add Python to path. If you miss it, Python won't work from the command line, and you'll spend an hour wondering why. Okay, so make sure you click on the Python to add Python to path when installing. Once Python is installed, 4 packages, copy paste these one at a time in your terminal or command prompt. You want to type, I'll put again these in description. You want to type pip3 install PySerial. Already have installed this one. Then you want to type pip3 install NumPy, and then pip3 install pandas, pip3 install matplotlib. Let me know if you run into any problems in the comment section below. Now let's look at what each does. So PySerial, this is the bridge. It reads the data stream coming from STM32 over USB and brings it into Python. NumPy processes data as arrays. So when STM32 sends 1000 sensor readings, NumPy turns them into an array and you can analyze in one line. Pandas, it organizes the data in data frames, rows, columns, labels, the same structure you use in data science work. and then matplotlib plots the data as graphs. In later episodes, you'll see live graphs updating in real time as STM32 sends data. So these four packages cover everything in this series. Install them once and never again. For Windows users, if pip3 gives an error, try pip without the 3. Same packages, same result. And for Mac users, always use pip3 and Python 3 with the number 3. Mac sometimes has an older Python 2 installed alongside with Python 3, and without the 3 you might accidentally use the wrong version. So that's something to remember. Now let's do a quick verification. What you want to do is open a terminal or command prompt and type python 3 dash c, and then in quotes imports serial comma import numpy colon import pandas colon import matplotlib, and then what you want to type is print in again single quotes all packages ready. And when you run this, it should give us it should, if it's correctly installed, it should give us the output all packages ready. All right, so that let's recap now what you've installed. VS Code, your code editor, Platform.io compiles and flashes your C code to STM32, Python 3 with PySerial, NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib that receives, processes, and plots your data. So your computer now is completely ready for this series. In the next video, we write 10 lines of C code, click one button, and the LED on your STM32 blinks. That's the moment when everything becomes real. When the code you wrote on your computer makes the physical light respond. Subscribe so you don't miss it. All the links and the platform io.ini text are in the description below. Bye for now.